Favorite submission? I don't know. There's something nice about a rear naked. I suppose it's very basic, but it's difficult to finish in. You know, with the gloves on and everything. It's different to finish. Or it's difficult to finish. Sorry. Now against savvy opponents. So I think a rear naked. Training schedule for a week is pretty much twice a day, Monday to Friday. I've been taking the weekends off now just to give myself a bit extra recovery because I'm training year round. I've been taking the weekends off, and I feel that has benefited me. I go in on a Monday and I'm fresh. Toughest opponent, I would say Masato was very tough. I hit him with shots. He didn't go away. Dustin again was very tough, and I think the first time I went the distance was one of my toughest fights. Francis Higney, maybe him was the toughest. He was very hard to put away. Hardest hitter, I couldn't even say, to be honest. Out of the hardest hitters, I suppose, out of my opponents, I fought a guy back on a smaller show who was a decent level kickboxer on the European circuit, and he was quite a heavy hitter. So I would probably lean towards him. I think the best lightweight on the planet at the minute is a toss up between Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson. Big fan of both, so I'm excited to watch that fight. In 5 years' time, I can't see myself leaving Montreal, but I definitely feel that I'll be here. I'll still be training and hopefully still at the top of my game. Favorite boxer, Lomachenko, 100%. His footwork is incredible. What he does, the way his hands and feet work together is unbelievable. I just feel, every time he fights, it's like a work of art. It really is. The detail that goes into that footwork with the handwork and all the other bits and pieces, is phenomenal. I think the trend of people talking. I think obviously I think it's important for the sport. It's the hype behind the fights make a big difference. Makes you wanna tune in. Do I see myself hyping the fight? I think at some point, you're gonna be involved in that 100%. So yeah, at some point. But I like to stay true to myself also. I'm not gonna become someone I'm not. I'm not gonna put on a character. I'm just gonna be me. And I feel like if everyone starts doing the same thing, then it's gonna become boring. So I think that's the beauty of the sport. You got all the different characters and their personalities coming across. Scientific minds. Firas is very, he's interested in everything. He's always reading, always learning. So, VO2 max and that type of thing is stuff that he looks into. Also, George is always looking at ways to improve that other people probably never even thought of. So I think, with them guys, like I said, VO2 max is something Firas is always looking into. So, I'm a big believer in I'm doing anything to get the best out of my performance, so it's something I'm definitely interested in. What I know about Reza, I've known about Reza for a long time actually. I remember watching him when he was still on the European circuit. I think he fought Rich Clemente, and I remember watching his fight and being impressed. And You know, they were both very dangerous to the guillotine. It was a great fight. I remember watching that fight. So, you know, I followed him for a long time. I know how tough he is. I know he's very dangerous all round. So, you know, he's a great opponent. You know, I definitely feel is the right opponent at the right time for me. Being a TriStar in that environment, yeah, most people get along. You know, that's what I find. The gym is such a nice place to be. You know, you don't really have any beefs in the gym. Obviously, you know, as fighters, so sometimes, you know, it, it could escalate, and you know, but it never goes any further than that. You know, Firas does a good job of keeping everything controlled, and you know, I don't really see any issues in the gym. Is, you know, we're quite lucky. You know, all the people we train together, and we all want what's best for each other. The cut down to lightweight is, it's always tough. You know, I think cutting weight's never going to be an enjoyable thing, but my thing is that I make sure that I work hard early, I diet early, and I'm lucky enough to work with George Lockhart. So, you know, fight week, I turn up and I can think solely on the fight, and not even give my weight another thought. It's you know, that I leave to him, and ever since I've been working with it, I find I'm feeling much better. Favorite MMA fighter currently? I'm enjoying watching Vanada. I think he's got a different style, really calm. You know, nice style to watch. Tony Ferguson, really enjoy watching. Um, Cody Garbrandt's hands. You know, the fight with Dominic Cruz was incredible, and TJ actually. Like, I loved TJ's performance. So, you know, a lot of good fights out there that I enjoy watching. What area in particular would I like to? I think my ground and pound is something I've been working on more, and it's definitely an area I'd like to get better. Um, you know, I feel once I get that down, that you know, I'm really gonna go on a tear. So that's something I would definitely like to improve. Um, Also, who would I like to work outside of our gym? I missed that one as well. I'd like to spend more time working with John Danaher. I went to New York a few times, and we were going over stuff, ground and pound, and all different stuff. Um, you know, I feel the time I spent with him was incredible. So if there's one coach outside of Firas I'd like to work with, it would be Danaher. And his guys I've actually worked with already, the likes of my boxing coach John Tandy, and my Thai boxing coach Chris Carley back in the UK. You know, they're guys I would love to spend more time with also. But Danaher, I feel, for now, is the area that I should probably spend the most time with. Well, that's it, guys. I think that's all your questions. Now I've got to try and figure out how to send this over, because I'm not the most tech savvy. So thanks for all the questions. Hope I answered everything you're after.